excited to be on episode 3. We're talking about a lot of things today, so it's going to get really juicy. I hope you're excited because this young lady right here, Miss Sabrina, and would you like to introduce yourself real quick?
Yes. My name is Sabrina Kimball, and I'm excited to be here, and I can't wait to tell my story.
Yes, yes. And when I tell you she has a story, okay? Like a lot of y'all, a lot of us, we don't understand what's going on with other people until we actually sit down and talk with them. That's one of the reasons why I'm so grateful that God wanted me to do this show and that He's blessed me to do this show, because we need to get our stories out. If we don't get our stories out, then a lot of times we don't know how to help other people because we can't relate to them. So today, I want you to just explain everything that is really on your heart and what you've been through, so that way we can help encourage our viewers on, how to get through it. That's important. So let's start from the beginning. So your name is Sabrina Kimball.
Yes, my name is Sabrina Kimball. However, I was born Sabrina Miller. And I was born in a family. It was my brother and I, and my dad and my mom. And by the time I was 3, my mom and dad were getting a divorce. So I watched my dad beat my mom. And it really, it took a toll on my self-esteem. I never had self-esteem issues about how I looked or my appearance. My self-esteem issue came from watching my dad beat my mom. And it was weird because it kind of like devalued me. So I would have friends that would have a mother and a father, and their parents, their dad didn't beat their mom. And I didn't have that. And so my mom eventually left my dad, which was, I think the best decision.
Right.
And I remember just feeling like an outcast. I felt like I was deserted, and I kind of felt like it was almost like my fault, because my dad and mom had been married for a long time.
Right.
But by the time I came around, it was like war zone.
Right.
So in my head at 3 or 4, I kind of took it on like, is it my fault? Like, why does So once they got the divorce, it was like he would come and get us every weekend, every other weekend. And then eventually it just was like every other weekend, and it was like every 2 weeks, and it was like every month. So it began to be almost like I didn't have a father.
Right.
So I remember distinctly riding around in the neighborhood, because my mom was a single parent, but she worked very hard. So we lived like as if I had 2 parents, but I really had one. And I see my dad at this house. And so at first I thought, this couldn't be my dad, because something had to happen for him to be so absent in my life. He had to either be in jail or, something dramatic, because I'm his child and he hadn't been around. So when I rode up to my dad and I said, hey, Daddy, and he's like, hey, like nothing.
Right.
But here it is, you hadn't seen me, and I know almost a year. And I said, well, do you live here? He said, no, I don't live here. So a week or 2 went by, and I would ride my bike to the same house. My dad would greet me, and my dad lived there, to make a long story short.
He lived in that house.
He lived at that house. But because he didn't want us to find him so they could, do the child support and all that, he just said, I don't live here. And that had such a profound impact on my life and how I viewed men.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest, it almost made me devalue men.
Yeah.
And the same dad that I had was the same man that I ended up marrying. My first husband was very abusive.
Oh, man.
And I think that people need to understand, it all stems from, how people say it's the domino effect.
Yes.
It's so important to wait.
Yeah.
To find somebody that's equally yoked.
That's right.
And don't marry for the wrong reasons. My dad was a great provider for my mom. They had a good marriage as far as things and stuff.
Right.
And materialistic things. But he was very abusive. But my mom stayed for whatever reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a domino effect. And it affected my brother and I. In different ways, definitely. But it affected us. So when I got married, again, I married somebody for more of what they could do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to say that they were equally yoked or that they were God-fearing or the things that you need to make sure that you're looking for.
That's right.
So after my first marriage, you know, I was just kind of like, I began to reflect, and I was like, wow, you know, I really don't. I don't see men how most women see men.
Right.
I don't see them as
like on the whiteboard.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't see that. I see what you can do for me.
Right.
Because I remember my dad didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
And it made me resentful toward me. And it made me, if you can't do nothing for me, get out of my face.
Right.
So love was kind of like not in the picture. It was all about what you could do. And I think that with that, it stemmed from the feeling of abandonment, the feeling of, you know, it's hard to see your father knowing he lives somewhere and he tells you he doesn't.
Yeah.
That stuck with me. Like I'm sure that he probably doesn't even remember it, but it bothered me. And when I would see my girlfriends, when they would have their dad, and I had a best friend and her dad just loved me.
Right.
And in my head, I was like, why my own dad don't love me?
Right.
You know, so it's so important to do things the right way.
Right.
Because it has a profound effect on your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when we talk about mentoring and we talk about trying to make sure that young girls understand why it's important to wait, and they have young men or great fathers to these young girls, it's so important.
That's right.
Because you just have a generational curse going when you're not.
Yes. Speak about that.
You know, so, and you know, like I said, I watched my dad be abusive. His dad was abusive. His dad was an alcoholic. They worked, they were really good providers, but he would abuse my grandma. My dad was an alcoholic. He would work and provide. He had businesses, but he would abuse my mom. And my brother is with the same generational curse. So, you know, it just really had a profound effect on my life. And so that's why it's so important to me that when I see young girls, I encourage them, wait.
Yes.
What's the rush?
That's right.
Because I know that if I had someone, if I had a dad that I think made me feel loved and accepted, I would have never accepted a lot of things that I did.
Right. That's right.
So I think that that's so important. It's so important to make sure that your daughter feels loved and that she understands what a man is supposed to do and how you're supposed to be treated. That's important.
Yeah.
Because when you don't have that, you'll accept anything.
That's right.
And my value came from things and stuff because I felt the lack of with my dad. I knew when bills were due. My mom prayed with us every morning. She was a single parent, but she would make us get in 3. Me, my brother, my mom. We put our head down and we would pray every day. But I knew when the light bill was due. I knew when the water bill was due. And what it did was it made me grow up too fast. Because I started working at 14.
Yeah.
So it made me grow up fast, but it also made me very resentful toward men.
Right.
So, you know, like I would hear other people talking about how much, oh, I love him. And that feeling of love, like, really wasn't there for me. I could have a man, you know, not to say that, but it was almost.
You just didn't feel it.
I didn't feel it. It was almost like, let me get him before he get me.
Right. Like it was a game.
Yeah. Let me get him before he get me. You love me, put your money away from my feet.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't genuine, and it was really hard for me because of how I was raised and what I seen. I had a good mother. She didn't bring a lot of men around us. Out of the whole time I was growing up, my mom had one boyfriend, you know. But I seen her struggle, and I seen her, you know, she would cry sometimes because it was hard. Because she was taking on a mortgage, a light bill, you know, and different things like that. And she wasn't getting child support.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just made me very resentful. And not so much of the monetary, but time. You know what I mean? Just the time. And I remember sometimes my dad would pick me up, and when he would pick me up, instead of us spending like quality time, we would go to like a girlfriend's house. And then I would be playing with her kids, but it wasn't that time that should have been spent, you know. And not to say that I don't love my dad, because I do.
Right.
You know, and I don't think it's any perfect parent, but I think it starts where we're trying to mentor, right at the bottom.
That's right.
With boys and girls. Boys knowing how to wait to marriage, be a good father to your daughter and your son, and it just begins to blossom from there. Because it all starts from there. It's a domino effect.
That's right.
And generational curses do occur.
Yes, they do.
you know, so.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of the times we don't even know what generational curses we have in our family.
Oh, yes.
You know, because we can, everyone can look at their family and go back to their ancestors and their ancestors.
Yes.
And check and see, like, you know, how this relationship didn't work, what happened, who was on, you know, what happened.
Yes.
What was, you know, what was really going on.
Yes.
But nowadays, we're so busy, you know, worrying about ourselves or comparing ourselves to others or doing what we think is right, that we don't even think about the spiritual realm.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes.
That's important.
And you know, a lot of times too, just like you said, we don't look at it in the spiritual realm, we just look at it in the physical.
Yes.
But really, you have to look at it in the spiritual realm. Just like recently, you know, I confided with you. With me in my marriage, sometimes I get frustrated. I'm like, you know what, you just need to change.
Right.
You know, I had to ask God to change me.
Amen.
And then begin to see things
Yes.
change around me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it stems from what the different things that have happened to me in my past.
That's right. And it's more clear too, because that you made a valid point. A lot of times when we're in relationships, we don't even look at what happened in that person's childhood.
Yes.
And I think that for me, I'm a mental health therapist, so obviously I'm gonna do that. But a lot of us, we just don't.
Yes.
We don't even think, like, you know, has there been trauma?
Yes.
What have you dealt with? Are you not healed from
Yes.
anything that
Yes.
your parents did or you've gone through? We don't think about things like
Yes.
that. And I'm glad you brought that up, because how did you, or are you still dealing with that? Let's go there.
I think that I'm still dealing with it. As I've gotten older, I'm in 41 now, and it was weird because this morning I was in the swimming pool and I was thinking to myself, like, you know, the difference between my husband and I, because this is my second marriage.
Right.
And, you know, I'm quick to, because you know, my mom didn't take no stuff. She didn't have a lot of boyfriends, but she didn't take no stuff from me.
Right.
So I'm quick to be like, you know what?
Right.
But my husband is different. My husband's parents were married for, like, what, 43 years before his dad died, or something within that realm. They had been married for a long time. And so with him, divorce is not an option.
Right.
And so it goes back to how we were raised and how different situations and different dynamics in the household just frame you.
Yeah.
And I think that, again, it starts from the beginning.
That's right.
You know, and a lot of times for girls, it's self-esteem, it's confidence, it's, you know, knowing God and knowing how He wants us to walk.
That's right.
You know, that's huge. And not being subjected to peer pressure, or if you are subjected to it, knowing how to overcome it.
Yeah.
You know, and not becoming a product of your environment.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's huge. So, you know, and it is weird because you've inspired me a lot as well. Like, I'm not usually as patient as I am with my husband, but, but you know, I think that, you know, it's sometimes we have somebody that's on the outside looking in that can be, you know, non-biased and can say, okay, you know, because, you know, sometimes you have people that's just yes people, yeah, you're right. Right. You have somebody that's just in the middle and they like, nah, you wrong.
Right.
You need that, you know, so you can kind of come back to yourself. So today I was just thinking like, wow, Sabrina, you know, my husband and I are so different. And I was like, you're going to have to bend a little, you know, it's some things that you have to work on. And I began to reflect, you know, on my childhood and some of the things that are the reason why I'm like, I am.
Yes.
So I was like, wow, Sabrina, you know, we were raised totally different. I asked my husband, I said, had you ever seen your mom and dad have a disagreement? He said, I've never seen my mom and dad have one argument.
Wow.
Whereas I seen my daddy drag my mama while she was praying by her hair. So, you know, we were raised totally different.
Right. So let me ask you a question. So you said that you going back, that you kind of had this stigma on men, right? To where you devalued them. So how did you date? Did you just be like, okay, well, you know, like you said, what can you do for me kind of thing, and just go with who has the most kind of, you know, most money or whatever? Or how did
That was it. If you, you know, I felt like if you really wanted to be with me, put your money where your mouth is. If you love me, you'll show me. What can you do for me? And when you live like that, I'm gonna be honest with me. I can only speak for me. I really could care less about the person.
Right.
It was all about what they could do. And after a little while, it kind of gets old, and I had to reflect, like, because I would see, you gotta think, I didn't have a desire to be like that. I would see couples and they would really love each other. I was like, man, I really want to, and I would tell women, they be like, girl, 'cause I love him. And I was like, I want to feel like that.
Right.
But I don't. I can take it or leave it, you know. It's all about really what you can do.
Right. So where are you now with that?
Now, I mean, I'm still with my same husband. We've been married, 17 years, but it's definitely been a struggle. And not so much, I think, with him, but me, because of everything that I've been through. And it was like, because I had been through so much, it was kind of like, if my husband look at me wrong,
Right.
you don't look at my mom, because I'll leave. Yeah.
Right.
But, you know, I've come to the realization that I don't want to leave.
That's right.
You know, I love my husband. My husband's been a good husband. My husband helped me raise my son, and he's always been supportive. And sometimes when you reflect and you everything comes around, and you begin to have to look in the mirror, and you look at the person that's standing in the mirror, and you figure out it's not the person on the side of you, it's you.
That's right.
And a lot of it, like I said, and I'm not trying to make excuses, it comes from a lot of the experiences that I've had. A lot of experience that I've had. So it made me very impatient. It made me very combative.
Yes.
It made me very ignorant to, I think, the road that God wanted me to be on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let me ask you a question before we get into that. I'm curious. So, like I said, you know, I'm a therapist, right? So, seeing your father being abusive like that, did it make you, because you said combative, so I have to know, did you ever kind of pick that up?
Definitely.
Tell me more
Oh
about
my
that.
God, if my husband looked at me wrong, it was a fight.
So you, like physically?
Oh, physically.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So what did you do to get out of that? Or do you still go out there?
I think, you know, I'm taking it off. No, definitely, you know, I think as you get older, I mean, you get wiser. And I think at this point in my life, peace is of the essence to me.
Right.
So one thing I can appreciate about my husband is he's not argumentative.
Okay.
He's not, you know, we get along good as friends.
Right.
So I think that's what makes the difference, especially now.
Right.
You know, in my younger days, you roll your eyes, you might catch one. But now, you know, it's a little different. But plus, you have to be able to identify.
Right.
Some people don't take ownership. I take full ownership. You know, I'm blessed. You know, my husband actually was a good husband, still is. I mean, he's not perfect by no means, but he's my husband.
Right. That's
you know
right.
What I mean? And when I think about it and I look back on where I came from, I feel like he was for me.
Yeah.
He's not somebody that I walked up to and said, oh my God, he is dropping it.
Right.
Oh, I gotta have. No. Yeah. But I think that he was for me.
That's right. And that's important.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we go into relationships, you know, thinking like, how is this gonna work? Is this even the right person for me? Are they the one, you know?
Yeah.
And really it should be, what does God say?
Yes.
That's really what it should be.
Yes.
You know, is God telling me this person is for me?
Yes.
Or is it just flesh?
Yes.
You know, like you said, in the first marriage.
Yes.
You know, was it flesh or was it just kind of like all the trauma that you've experienced?
I think in the first marriage, it was, you know, I met him when I was 16. We got married when I was 18.
Oh,
it was,
wow.
you know, that was my teenage love, and it was flesh, and it was, you know, and then he was, you know, doing illegal things.
Right.
To buy me this and buy that, and, you know, it was a combination of all of it.
Wow.
You know, and that's why it's so important that you wait.
Yeah.
A lot of times our brains aren't even mature enough to understand what we're doing
That's
and
right.
why we're doing it. You know, so that's why it's so important to wait. And I think that when you wait, you have nothing to compare it to.
That's right.
I know I've said that to somebody before, and I was like, you know, as I read my Bible and I go along in life, I see a lot of reasons why the Bible says what it says.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I think that it's so important that we start at the Bible. When kids are, you know, I don't care if it's from 6 or 8 or
That's right.
begin to mentor and coach them in the Bible and why it's important with it.
That's right. I like that. And that's another message. As you guys know, I'm a huge advocate for waiting until marriage because that's what I'm doing and have been doing for the last 32 years. And that's why I love your story so much because for you, it was kind of like the devil was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can get her. And I'm gonna keep riding her until I can really, really like just make sure she doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But you said, no, I'm not gonna do that. But before you said it, God said it.
Yes.
God had his hands on you in the very beginning.
Yes.
And your mother.
Yes.
You know, that's phenomenal.
Yes.
Because now you're here being able to tell your story and help our viewers.
Yes.
And beyond our viewers. Because you also have a school, right?
I do. I actually have 2 beauty schools. Pearland's Innovative School of Beauty. We have one in Pearland. It's 9330 Broadway, Suite 432, Pearland, Texas. And we also have one in Pasadena, 1100 Pasadena Boulevard, Pasadena, Texas.
I love that. Okay, so if you want to get your hair, is hair done?
It's hair, nails, it's anything that's beauty related, we can definitely handle. So you guys come out and see us.
Definitely. And I've been there, y'all. I love it. It is one of my favorite places to visit. I'm telling you, I got my hair done. So I just want to let y'all know, like, if you're in the Pearland area or Pasadena area, please go by and see Pearland Innovative Beauty School.
Yes.
And then what's the name of the other one?
Both of them are Pearland's, Innovative School of Beauty. You can reach out to us on Instagram, Pearland Innovative. Also Facebook, Pearland's Innovative School of Beauty.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. And then how can they get in contact with you?
You can call us at 281-670-5119 or 832-487-9837.
There we go.
Hey,
that's a lot of stuff going on, okay? This woman is busy, y'all, right? And this is just a prime example of a Black woman doing what she's supposed to be doing, you know? Like, a lot of times we have our Black women and we can't even compliment one another. Because we're too busy trying to competition. Yes. So I commend you know, because that is phenomenal. One day I pray that God will bless me to be, you know, booming like you are, okay?
Touch people. Like I said, you have been definitely an inspiration to me. And I'm gonna be honest, you know, it's rare that you find people who can touch you and make you think and make you dig into yourself and your soul. So I just appreciate you and I appreciate this opportunity. And I just want to close with Jeremiah 29:11. God has a plan and a purpose for all of us to be prosperous and in good health. Never give up the road. It isn't easy, but you must endure the end to receive your just rewards.
Amen. I love that. And before we go, I want you to give all those young women out there, because I really want to focus on women right now, young women. What is one thing you would tell them, going back to the old you, what you've experienced, that maybe they've experienced, or bits and pieces? How would you tell them, or what can you say to help them move forward from their past and heal?
I would tell you first and foremost to seek the Word of God. Read your Bible. When you get discouraged, when you feel like the world is against you, pick up your Bible. And trust me, it'll speak to you. He'll speak to you. Always hold your head up. No matter what people are doing around you, know that God has you. Know that there is somebody that has your back and is going to make sure that you are okay. Because sometimes it's not just friends and people, strangers. Sometimes it's abuse in the home.
Yes.
So, you know, in that instance, you know, a lot of times, you know, young girls don't have anybody to turn to.
Right.
They feel like they don't. But, you know, if that is the case, you know, make sure that you begin to establish a relationship with God. Pray. Prayer changes things. You know, and always, if you don't have anybody in that household that you can talk to, try to find a mentor. You know, somebody who is positive, somebody who's, you know, God-fearing and seeking the Word of God. That's what I would say.
I love that. That's beautiful. That's it. She said that's all I have to say. Y'all. she said a mouthful. Okay? So I just want to thank you again for coming on today. And I encourage all of you, whatever you want to do in life, she's a prime example that you can do it. Don't sell yourself short. Follow your dreams.
Yes.
Don't depend on, you know, like you said, other people.
Yes.
Do it yourself. You can do it.
Yes.
That's all you need. All you need is God and your belief.
Yes.
That's it. Keep it with you and believe in God and have faith. And again, if you want to reach out to Renewed Therapy, please email me at renewedtherapy@gmail.com. As you guys know, my name is Erica Drex, and I'm so excited to have Miss Sabrina on with us today. Please stay tuned for our next episode. Bye. And now a message from Sabrina.
I also want to make sure that, young girls know to follow their dreams and don't let other people place their fears on you. If it's something that you want to pursue, if it's something that you're passionate about, follow that. If it's something that you know that you're good at and it's your niche, go with it. Also, make sure that you do understand that it may not happen tomorrow, but it will happen if you continue to be consistent and persistent and trust and believe in God.